I know everybody's been thinking about what's been going on, man, but I'm just trying to stay positive as much as possible. Continue to spend this great time with your loved ones. And know one thing, dog. Y'all know what today is, right? I said, do y'all know what today is? Today is Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday!
And hello everyone, welcome once again. My name is Logan and this is Decode Your Reality. Today I'm going to be breaking down Mr. LeBron James of the Los Angeles Lakers and Taco Tuesday. That was my silly rendition of it. Obviously a little bit different than his. I'm not here to compete with how he expresses Taco Tuesday. I really don't care. But, why? Why is he? I mean, the guy tried to patent Taco Tuesday. Why? What does it mean? Because, folks, listen, the game of life is fixed. It's rigged. Man is being used. LeBron James is being used. Some of you think that man is running the show. Man is not doing anything. They are being used to fulfill a destination, a script that was already written long before we got here. And that's how this works. Notice the colors. The Lakers is purple and gold. Purple and gold. I put this there, but there's significance to these colors and Taco Tuesday. Notice the subtleties. Obviously Nike's a big sponsor for the NBA. Saturn is Nike. If you study Nike in Greek mythology, you'll have some other pieces you can look into. But nonetheless, let's break this down, folks. Now, what I found online, you may find something differently, but according to Thrillist magazine, and I did some research, and there's some variations and some different opinions, but nonetheless, the first true documented use of Taco Tuesday appeared in the August 20th, 1973 edition of the Rapid City Journal in South Dakota. Look at the subtlety here, 1973. What does that have to do? What is this? What is the seventh color in the rainbow? Purple. What's the third color? Yellow. Gold. 73. August 20th, the card. Now I'm going to get into my methods of decoding, folks, because I use numerology, cards of illumination, tarot, pi, number empire, prime numbers. But folks, here's a big one. The August 20th card, matching that of the original first true documented use of Taco Tuesday, is the 6 of clubs. That's the card. How did I find that? Well, you go to this boilerplate chart, and you have your months at the top, and then your days of each month that run vertically, and you'll find you have a birthday card in here, folks. You should know what your card is by now if you've been following my research and work. It's part of your destiny. If you're new to this, you should start by watching my How to Decode Yourself. It'll be one of the greatest things you could ever do, because the keys to your kingdom of truly why you're here, part of this game, will be embedded into astrology, numerology, all that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, August 20th is the 6 of clubs, which is right here, tied to Taco Tuesday, tied to LeBron James. And the 6 of clubs is the 19th card in the lineages of the cards. Now, why am I showing these cards and using them? Well, folks, they are highly accurate in decoding reality. If you're just using numerology, man, you're lost. And I don't mean that to be an ass to people. I'm just saying is anybody can use different ciphers, connect the dots, and say, oh, I found something and this is what it means. No. Using numerology is watering things down because there's so many different ciphers. You must use multiple layers and then create your story. Adding the cards is a great idea. It strengthens your story. So the cards right here, these are the charts of the cards of illumination. If you want these graphics, folks, to start using these layers of your decoding, just send me an email, decodeyourreality@gmail.com, and I'll send them to you. I make up all my own graphics. I'll be more than happy to share them. I want nothing in return, just pay it forward. So these are the boilerplate charts for these cards. You have the Master Life spread, and you have the Master Spirit spread. These are 2 batteries. And the spirit, of course, is your spirit/soul, and your life is your life/ego. But this one comes first. So, we read from this one, we can read from this one. But nonetheless, folks, look at where the 6 of clubs is. It's in the Mars line, and we're going to get to Mars. Because remember, Tuesday is the day of Mars. But 6 of clubs, it's in the Mars line. And its counterpart, because here it is, and if we go to this chart right here, and we land on the same card position, it's the 2 of diamonds. And that's where the power comes into these cards, folks. Here it is. Here is the day that Taco Tuesday first appeared, 6 of clubs, 19th card. And then its counterpart is the 2 of diamonds, the 28th card. Keep in mind, Lucifer equals 28, the light bringer, okay? 2 of diamonds, one of Lucifer's cards. So we have the 2 and the 6. Remember, God equals 26. Okay? So then we go into the elements of the periodic table. And here's another layer you should be using suggestively in your methods of decoding, because these give you another layer to strengthen the story, to make your narrative, your foundation, really solid. So the 19th card is the 6 of clubs. The 19th element is potassium. And then the 2 of diamonds, the 28th card, is the element nickel. This is called devil's copper, which is why it's linked to Lucifer. Devil's copper. Even the word Lucifer's 28 is linked to nickel. And when you add up 28 and 19, folks, you're going to get the number 47, which is silver, which is the tetragrammaton. We're going to get into that as well. That's the Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh of the Holy Bible. The ancient Israelite god, the tetragrammaton, is tied to Lucifer. Wow. How's that possible? It's in all, folks, it's in movies. It's everywhere, this 47. Washington, D.C. equals 47. White House equals 47. Georgetown, as in Georgetown University, equals 47. How is that? Why is that possible? Because, folks, man is being used. Man's not doing anything. They're being used to fulfill a software. This simulation we live in was already written before we got here, folks. You're just playing out your part. So there is the methods of decoding. Cards of illumination, highly accurate. 52 cards, 4 suits, 4 seasons, 13 cards, 13 weeks. They're tied directly to the elements of the periodic table, and then those are tied to numerology, the science of numbers. If you're just saying this gematria, man, you're lost, because gematria is the coding of words into numbers. Numerology is the decoding of words into numbers. And you got to know what those numbers mean. Do you know what a 4 and a 7 mean? You got to understand numerology, folks. You should be studying numerology. Kind of an ass to people now, because people just connect the dots and they just call it a day, and that's not the way it works, man. If you're going to be a true decoder, you got to understand what the numbers mean. So here it is. Look at this. These are the 2 ciphers I like to use in numerology. This one to me is the most accurate. It's the oldest known numerology cipher. If you're a numerologist and you know numerology, you know Chaldean's the oldest, period. Forget these stupid reverse ones and all that stuff. These are like advanced, and I wouldn't even use them, and I don't even use them anyway, and I'm advanced. Stick to the basics. Keep it simple. These both run on the numbers 8. Both of them. 26 letters in the alphabet. 2 plus 6 is 8. We just talked about the 2 plus 6. Taco Tuesday. But anyway, look at this. Taco Tuesday is a 39, and then the word taco is a 39. So they're tied together, folks. What is 39? Well, then, we go into the elements of the periodic table, and we get into the element yttrium. 39. And it only has an atomic weight of 88.906. What else is 88? Well, folks, you know that Trump is 88. You know that Marty McFly had to get the DeLorean to 88 miles an hour to time travel. These are basics that you should know now. Basics. And then you got to bring the string of pi into stuff, folks. You know, like the number 75 appears at the 47th decimal digit. Why is 75 important? Well, because then you get into Taco Tuesday. This is what came from the USA, and I want to digress. I want to give special thanks out to Mr. Bru Ko for sending me the original message that got me inspired to do this. So thank you, my friend. You got some great decodes, man. I decoded the Simpsons Pope because of you, and you know, look, I piggyback off people, so I appreciate. And you got a lot of great stuff, my friend. So, you know, big shout out to Bru Ko, man. He's a solid decoder. So he sent me this originally, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to decode this. This looks good. So I did. Here I am. This is my first decode after 3 weeks. But anyway, USA Today Sports came out with, this is how they spelled it, folks. This is how they spelled it. I didn't spell it this way. This was in many different articles besides this one, and this is what it looks like broken down in the 4 major ciphers on the world stage. This is what most people use to break down their decoding right now. The reverse ones, to me, are, I don't like to use them, folks. Stick with the forward, not the reverse, man. These are the 4 basics, and you know, I don't even like really using these two, but nonetheless, you know, I'm going to be breaking down all these and what they mean. You know, look at, here's Skull and Bones, 322. And I want to digress, folks. Look at this. You want to talk about, look, Skull and Bones, 39. Taco, 39. Taco Tuesday, 39. You see, folks? That's Skull and Bones, man, right there, tied to that. Then the 88, and I showed the 88 right here. Yttrium is got an atomic mass or weight of 88, and it's the 39th element. I want you to focus on the abbreviation or the first letter, or what's called in numerology the capstone that directs the energy of the word. Yttrium, the letter Y. What is the shape of a snake's tongue that comes out of its mouth? Yeah, it's in the shape of a letter Y, as in snake, serpent. Okay, this is the story that we've been told that's embedded into nature, the software that we're all playing out. The Y, which is a V and an I, by the way, a V and a 1, which is the number 6, or the number 4, 46. 64 is the number of our codons in our DNA, 64 squares on a chessboard. That's how far you can go with this letter here, folks. So there's that one. What about the number 75? Septenary and Chaldean share that. What about the number 75? Well, I just showed it right here, folks. 75 appears at the 47th decimal digit of pi. And folks, you know, I showed this right here. Tetragrammaton 47. Washington, D.C. 47. White House 47. Georgetown, 47. Can't spell tonight, 47. Folks, I don't know why some people that are highly good at decoding, they're not using Chaldean. It blows my freaking mind. I don't know why. Don't know why, but you're missing out. Okay, anyway. So there it is, folks. There are the breakdowns. Where we're at with numerology and the string of pi and, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And, you know, when you watch this video in the very beginning that I played, you know, this is what I caught right there. The future is on Mars. Why would LeBron James be promoting the planet Mars? What does Mars have to do with tacos? Remember, folks, the day of Tuesday is the Mars Day. Yeah, exactly. That's a lineup right there. Kind of like this guy, folks. Why do you think he's orange? Because he's representing the planet Mars. That's why he's orange, folks. The planet Mars is orange. Yeah, man, he's Mars, folks. Now you know. Cat's out of the bag. So this is, this is what was on LeBron James's sweatshirt. The future is on Mars. It's a 71 in, I think it's a 71. Let me double check that, folks. But in Chaldean, the future, is on, can't type. Yeah, it's a 71. And you know what 71 is, folks? 71 is lutetium, which, if you've been following my work, lutetium as in Lucifer. We know Lucifer's number, according to Manly P. Hall, is 741. There it is right there, lutetium. The future is on Mars, 71 through the Chaldean. But I wanted to show the English ordinal because it's 232, and that's a match of Taco Tuesday, because if you jumble these words, it shares the same numbers. 232 is 322. 322 is skull and bones. Skull and bones is yttrium. I want to back up. Look at this, folks. I showed this before so many times that Yale, I want to show this too. Yale's 10. Remember that number, 10. Because you see, Mars is 10. So there's a connection there with that. And of course, Yale, that's their logo, the Y. And that's the element yttrium. Right here. I'm not as prepared tonight, folks, but right there. Yale, yttrium. Skull and bones. Skull and bones is 39. Yale is the letter Y. It's all connected right there, folks. These are direct connects, too. These are not trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. All right? So there's this. And then what about the dates? Look, on the Gregorian calendar, August 20th is the 232nd day of the year. November 18th is the 322nd day of the year. What about those cards? August 20th, November 18th. Here they are. August 20th, the 232nd day of the year, 6 of clubs. Remember what Taco Tuesday was? The origination, August 20th. Taco Tuesday, Grand Rapids, 6 of clubs. Folks, the November 18th, the 322nd, is the 2 of clubs. And there's the 26 or 62. Could be Sumerian, but there it is. Iron. What is iron? Iron is the reddish color. Iron, Mars. The god of war. Division. That's what his job is. I don't know how people can't see it. Right there, it's 55. Satan equals 55. When you use the full reduction, it's just a reduction. That 55, 5 plus 5 is 10. That's why that shows like that. But that's Mars. Mars is 10. 26, iron, is related to the Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh. This is the original spelling using the Hebrew. 26, Yod-Heh-Vah-Heh, 26. Related to the element iron. Ruling with an iron fist. 26. There it is. There it is, tied to Taco Tuesday, and the future is on Mars. It's all leading to this Mars, folks. Now we bring in the string of pi, another layer I love to observe from, the perfect circle. There's only one way to look at this. There's not multiple ciphers. One way in, one way out. And the number 10 appears at the 49th decimal digit of pi. Now, folks, if you go 10 digits past the 3.1415, right here it is, 10 digits, it's 49. And the numeric string 10 appears at the 49th decimal digit. Folks, do you realize how strong this is right here? Massively strong. So if you're not using pi, folks, you're missing another layer you should be using. And again, Mars is 10. There it is. Mars is 10, folks. Mars is tied to the number 49, which is tied to indium, the element indium, which is tied to 114. So, I could have kept going with this. But let's go into what, Mr. Elon Musk, Mr. Occupy Mars, Mr. I'm going to just destroy your world by putting all these satellites into low orbit and beam down 5G to kind of, jam you up. That's, the dude is not a good dude. Sorry, Elon, but, you are a sellout and, trying to just I don't know. Anyway, Occupy Mars, Elon Musk. I'd never buy a Tesla. Occupy Mars. Why Occupy Mars? Been on many t-shirts. Here it is, 38. And, the 10 spades, that's what we say, that there's 10 spades, equals the number 38. It's the 49th card. And there it is, folks. The 10 digits past the 3-point in the string of pi is 49 tied to Mars, not Mars's. The 10 appears at the 49th decimal. This is a strong link, and that's tied to Occupy. Why do they want to occupy Mars? What is this whole shindig around Mars? The 10 of spades, the cousin card in the tarot. So here's another layer. It's the 10 of swords. And this is about rock bottom. This is, you're dead. This is dead. Finish, closure, giving up. You're done. That's it. Rock bottom. The X. And if you know what the X is, it's tied to our DNA because the 4 faces of God are on each end of the X. X in the chromosomes. So there's a tie in there. But look at these. 38 and 49 are in bed together. So is Washington, D.C.'s north latitude, as well as its west latitude. When you take August 20th and November 18th, again, going back here and talking about the future is on Mars, which was on LeBron's sweatshirt, 232, and then Taco Tuesday, how they printed it in the USA Today, is the same numbers. These two right here, when we bring them out, August 20th and November 18th. If you add up 20 and 18, you're going to get the number 38, which is tied to the latitude north of Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. And why do they have the 77 degrees west? It's tied to the 10 of spades. Because it's the Neptune card, folks. When we go to this card right here, here it is. Let me zoom in. 7th row. Here it is. This is the 7th row. This is the 7th row. The 77th card is the 10 of spades. It's the Neptune card, folks. That's what it is. So we go back, and there it is. 77 and 38. It's the Neptune card. It's the crown card, folks. Tied to Mars. That's what it is. And there is your coordinates for Washington, D.C. Keep in mind, folks, this is a phallus right there. It's a penis. It injects energy into the ionosphere. That's what it does. That's what any pyramid does. If you know anything about how pyramids work, this is a phallus. Washington Monument, 555 feet tall. It's a phallus. That's what they do. And that's what this guy's all about. He is Mars. He is Mars, folks. That's why he's the color orange. And here he is, folks. Donald Trump. What does he got to do with tacos? Because it's all related to Mars. He's Mr. Mars. Mr. Mars. And, look at this guy. Donald John Trump equals 66. The 66th element is dysprosium. And then 163, dysprosium's atomic weight, is the 38th prime number. And then we go back to the 38, which is Occupy Mars, 10 spades, and the latitude north of Washington, D.C. And he's the president currently right now. I'm going to say he's probably, well, I'm not even going to go there. But anyway, check this out, folks. We keep going. Dysprosium. 39 in numerology. 39 is yttrium. There's the 88. Remember, his last name is 88. His name is mentioned in the Holy Bible. Oh, absolutely, because the trumpets are being blown in Revelation. Revelation talks about the trumpets being blown, the trumpets, and Pence is the vice president. And Revelation is the 66th book of the Bible. 66. Look at, folks, how do you deny this? This is how you strengthen the story and prove what's going on. This is where merit comes in, folks, not just numerology. Science and math and the science of numbers. I mean, look at these connections. I mean, I've already broken down Trump and Pence and the Bible and all that. That's why he's in the book of Revelation. He was chosen and, is playing out his part. That's why the Bible's not where you think it is. So again, Tuesday, it's Mars Day. Mars is 10. What is this right here? That is the Yod. That is the 10th letter in the Hebrew alphabet, the Yod. As in the Yod-He-Vah-He. The Yod is Mars, part of it. Masculine. The god of war, because in the Old Testament, which is where the Yod-He-Vah-He first came on the scene, he's a god of war. Punishment, death, Mars, and they are trying to build the third temple of Jerusalem. Make no mistake about it, folks. He is here to build the third temple of Jerusalem. You may like him. That's cool, Mr. Trump. That's all good. But I know who you are, bro. I know what you're all about, man. You ain't hiding. It's all out of the bag. This is what we're supposed to learn, folks, to pick your side, to understand or understand how it all works. Taco Tuesday. Let's get into, I'm almost finished with this presentation because I got a few more slides to go. What about this 23? Because it's all about Taco Tuesday, folks. It's all about Taco Tuesday. I mean, look, the Lakers and LeBron, and remember the Lakers are on the West Coast. That's the crown. The seventh, if you take the chakras and lay them across the United States, the seventh chakra will be on the West Coast, LA. LA is the city of angels, Los Angeles. It's more like the city of demons because, you got both, but, a lot of bad stuff being, exposed. But nonetheless, Neptune, the trident, there's some significance there. And then there's Mars. And why do I have Venus there? Remember, folks, Neptune's 38. That's tied to latitude of Washington, D.C., occupy Mars. It's tied right to Mars. There it is, Neptune, Mars, 3810. Let me go back again right here, folks. Here it is. 38, occupy Mars. 10 spades, which is 49, which is all about Mars. Right here, 49. It's pretty clear. So there it is, 38 and 10, and then these are the two main colors. You got black there, but these are the two main colors that the Lakers go by, purple and gold. That's what they're known by. There's the 49. Just showed the 49, which is the string of pi in Mars. Now I'm showing these because this is the male-female, right? This is the typical symbol of male-female coming together. There's the Vesica Piscis right there. Coming together, the merging of worlds, the masculine and feminine. You got Venus, which is orange, sacral, which runs the reproductive organs, the ovaries, the testes, where you have a baby, where you procreate right here. Venus, Taurus, the bull, got two horns, reproductive organs. And then you got Mars, the phallus, the penis, that needs to be injected into Venus. Venus and penis, they go together, Mars. And when you blend yellow and orange together, you get gold, which is where purple and gold are laid out in the Lakers' colors. So it's the crown and then the male-female, the reproductive organs. And the instinctual, the primal instincts, our second brain, our digestion, That's why it's important to take a probiotic in health and wellness. Keep that digestion clean because it affects your brain. If you eat a lot of junk food, your brain's foggy. But nonetheless, here it is, folks. Orange and yellow is gold. And that's the 23, the 2 and the 3. That's why LeBron wears the 23. He's owned by the crown. Who else wears the 23, folks? Michael Jordan, Mr. Beckham. I mean, these major superstars. I mean, come on, folks. Are you seeing it? It's pretty clear. Okay, let me back up a little bit here, but there it is. I mean, there it is again. I mean, folks, 10, Mars, 49, 49, the two major colors in the Lakers. And there it is. It's gold. It's turning lead into gold. Alchemy. Lead into gold equals 47, folks. Tetragrammaton. I mean, here are the colors. I got this right off the Lakers website, by the way. I mean, you can even decode the hex colors right here. These two will give you some significance as well. These are the three colors, folks. You can even decode purple, gold, and black and get some significance there. I could have went gangbusters with this. That's why man's being used, folks. You think people sat down and like, oh, esoterically, we got to choose purple and yellow and gold because we're turning lead into gold and purple's Neptune and maybe the purple, but, you know, not all this stuff I'm showing you. Man's being used. Period. So the Royal Star of the Lion is the 23. If you know anything about numerology, that's what it's called. The Royal Star of the Lion. Taco Tuesday. You see, folks, Venus needs to mate with Mars. It needs the masculine Mars to procreate. 23. And if you know anything about numerology, I mean astrology, folks, right here is the house of manifestations in astrology. It's where all politics, government, religion, money, currency, fiat currency, skyscrapers, religions, buildings, real estate, everything is in the number 5. 5 is the snake. It's the sine wave. It's Yaldabaoth, the Gnostic demiurge. And if you study Yaldabaoth, it's the lion with the worm body, the snake body. Leo is the 5th zodiac sign. All you got to do is you lose your logic and common sense, folks. It's pretty easy, but you have to understand astrology. Can't just rely on gematria and think you got it all figured out because you're going to hit dead ends. Got to bring this into the play. So here is Leo. Remember, folks, this is the dead of summer. The lion, Leo, he wants to roar. He wants to be heard. He is in the dead of summer. What do we do in the dead of summer? We expand. The world expands. It gets hot. It expands. We take our clothes off, go to the beach, get crazy. That's why things are going crazy right now. Things are going to get crazier until fall comes around and the harvest time happens. Stuff still has to happen in the month of August, moving into September. Leo, the lion roars. And 5 is the snake, folks. The snake. The serpent. The sine wave. With the lion's head. That's Yaldabaoth. Yaldabaoth is 89. 89 is the 11th Fibonacci number. 11th prime number. Or 24th prime number. 11th Fibonacci number. 89 is a very special number. 8 and 9. Scorpio and Sagittarius. So, Royal Star of the Lion, Leo, 23. They're building a Mars and Venus energy. That's what it means. And there it is, folks. I mean, 2 plus 3 is 5. That's Saturn. Saturn is the 5th planet. Saturn is 5. Saturn runs the throat chakra. As I speak to you, I'm using my Saturnian energy. That's the way it works. Look at this. In the string of pi, 23 appears at the 16th decimal digit. Matter of fact, 23 occupies the 16th and 17th. And if you add up 16 and 17, you're going to get the number 33. But nonetheless, it appears at the 16th decimal digit, and it matches that of the word lion. See, folks, 23 is called the royal star of the lion. That's the number 69. That's the yin-yang. That's why I have the yin-yang behind here. But the two words that are the big standouts are the two nouns. Royal is an adjective, star is a noun, and these are filler words. Star, lion, two nouns. It's 10 and 16. Look at this. Star is a direct match of Mars. 3412, 4123, same numbers. So we know loud and clear that royal star of the lion is Mars. Masculine, phallus, penis. And then we have lion, 16, and I'm suggesting that it's possible that the mighty star Sirius, which is in a binary, with perhaps our very own sun, which is coming around again, which is the disruptor. You know, you study ancient Egypt, that's what made the Nile River move up and down. It's no joke. Sirius, 16, lion, 16. And then you got your yin-yang, folks. I mean, you know, you've seen the movie Jim Carrey 23. I mean, you know, folks, if you haven't watched the movie, go watch it. It's got some great links in it. Go watch it again. You know, and this is where it's at right there. Taco Tuesday. I mean, I went through a lot of stuff tonight, folks. You know, what did you see tonight? I haven't done a video in like 3.5 weeks. I was due, and I'm like, I'm going to blast this one out. I worked on this one for a couple hours today. Thank you, Bru Ko, again, for sharing your decodes, man. Great stuff. What did you see, folks, during this decode? Taco Tuesday, folks. I mean, these people are owned. Man is being used, folks. That's the way it works. That's it. And man, we're being used. You know? Do we have free will? I can't prove it. I don't know. But this dude's being used without a shadow of a doubt. It's quite possible he may be the last guy you'll ever see in the office of the United States of America. That's just perhaps a guess of mine. But Occupy Mars, 38. I mean, folks, look at these syncs, you know. This is true decoding right here. Now, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else, folks, but come on, man. Start using more modalities, and then you'll start to see more of the narratives, especially the cards and the latitude, longitude. Like, where were you born? What significance does it bring to the world? Who are you? Why are you here as a person? You got to start studying yourself. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Taco Tuesday, Decoded, LeBron James, this dude right here, Mr. Own Puppet himself. That's all I got for today. My name's Logan. This is Decode Your Reality. Thanks for watching.